Hi, I'm David Bilsborough from Cheshire Cars here in Crewe in Cheshire. Neil's behind the camera, so thank you, Neil. And this video is for most of us who will drive a modernish diesel car or vehicle. Have a DPF, which is diesel particulate filter. You've heard of those, I hear you scream. I know, because you can get into all sorts of difficulties and troubles if you don't do certain things. So this video, it's only going to be 2-3 minutes, we think. We may go to 4 minutes, we'll try and keep it within 4 minutes. Is to just give you that bit of sort of advice on what you should be able to spot when your vehicle is doing a DPF regeneration, a regen. So the vehicle will do that itself when it feels that the particulate filter is got up to about 80% blocked with the particulates. Now, what are particulates? What do I mean? Well, when you fire your car up and it warms up, and obviously you use the car, it warms up and warms up, it may not warm up sufficiently enough for the DPF to burn off the particulates that have gone into the system from burning of the fuel. So also, if you're not using the right oil, you need a low ash oil grade for the car. So it's no longer any good just to put some oil in the engine unless it's an absolute emergency, and then it should only be for a day or so till you drop the oil out and change it for the correct grade of oil. It must be low ash, and that is because some of the oil, when it's lubricating, finds its way into the DPF. So that's more difficult to get rid of than the hydrocarbons that's burnt off when the fuel has been burnt and released through the system, through the exhaust system. So you may be sat here watching this video thinking, well, last week my car was revving higher. So that's a sign that your car, when it revs slightly higher on tick over, not from cold, but when you've done a journey, that it's actually going through the regeneration process. And what you must not do, avoid it at all costs, is switch off the car. Do not switch the car off. You may also see through the wing mirrors or the rear view mirror when you're driving the car, so the car's in motion, you're not going to be able to hear the engine because it's going to rev up anyway. You might see blue smoke behind you, lots of it. And that's another sign that your car is doing a regeneration of the DPF system. So what should you do? Just carry on using it. It's designed to do that. Just carry on using it. Don't worry about it. And when you park up and it's still revving slightly higher, leave the engine on, let the cycle complete, and then it should have been able to clean the DPF sufficiently. It also, when cleaning it, injects a certain amount of fuel into the DPF to help burn off the particulates that are in there. So that's a very basic sort of information for you, some information. There are some very good videos on YouTube done by the oil companies, etc., etc. So you may want to, I may just post a link into 1 or 2 of those as well. But that's to say that if you experience a higher rev of your car, do not switch off. Let it continue the cycle, because if you switch it off, it's going to have to start again when you next start it up, and you're going to inject more fuel, and that fuel goes into the engine oil, which increases the amount of engine oil in the engine, and you don't want that, because that is not good. So that's David Bilsborough, business owner here at Cheshire Cars in Crewe in Cheshire. Have a fantastic day, and there'll be more from Neil and myself in the coming days and weeks. Thank you very much indeed.